We're GVTV. You want fries with that? With television originating from Grand Valley State University, where?
In beautiful uptown Allendale, Michigan.
From Studio 17 in Cowpie Heaven, you're in Grand Alley with Gregory Struss. I'm Tom Stoveraeu from WKLQ's Howard Stern Morning Show, inviting you to stay tuned for the next 30 minutes because you'll hang out with me, go on excursion to find Paul Sparky Anderson, and hear the music of Playgrind. And now here's somebody who's ready to bump and grind, Gregory Struss.
Okay. Yes, thank you. You're hiding behind there on me, Kent. A lot of people don't know that one of Kent's job descriptions, you're supposed to say, get rid of that crud out of your mouth. I'm just standing back there, just picking. You have like a shovel or something and just kind of scrape it. How's everyone doing? We got a great band here today, Playgrind, coming all the way from Grand Rapids. A new book argues that later-born children learn how to get their parents' attention, while firstborn kids are more likely to maintain the status quo. Have any of you heard about this? Any of you have kids? Anyway, for example, Madonna was the third of 3 siblings, Lee Iacocca was the second of 2 siblings, and Governor Engler was the first of 7 siblings. Finally, we have an explanation for Michael Jackson. I don't believe it. I think I got the wind knocked out of me. I don't know if any of you read, but a story from the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology reported that bypass surgery patients who shared a room with another cardiac patient were less anxious and more relaxed after surgery. Unless their roommate happened to be Jack Kevorkian. Did you? Oh, I got to tell you. You're telling me? What, do you want to whisper something to me? Do you want to whisper something? It's okay. I know we haven't been able to spend a lot of time with each other. It's okay. In Grand Haven, any people from Grand Haven? No one's from Grand Haven?
No one.
I forgot we're in Michigan. Myers was caught selling alcohol to minors during a police sting. Underage high school students worked undercover with police and bought alcohol at 11 out of 58 stores. Let's hear it for Myers. When I was young, we didn't like to go out drinking for fun. We'd stay in and build model cars and airplanes. Boy, I tell you, we sure went through a lot of glue. You gotta move that. That's the problem. You see it right there? That curtain? It's right over there? You see it? Okay. And finally, according to the Sun-Times, actually, we have one more after this. I don't believe it. According to the Chicago Sun-Times, the Federal Treasury Department is going to be changing the appearance of the quarter. Are you all excited about this? The actual coin, the quarter? Because they want to give it a more updated look. And in a recent survey, the government has determined that most people want Elvis on the new coin. So they've agreed to make the Elvis quarter. The only downfall is that they're going to use the old fat Elvis, making the new 25-cent piece too big for a vending machine. Thank you. And finally, oh, that's it. Well, we have a great show for you tonight. Thank you. Yeah, okay, it's over. Playgrind's going to be playing for us later.
Yeah.
We had a chance to, we kind of had some male bonding, right, this summer. We went down to KLQ, Andy O'Reilly's Out of Control Saturday Night. Well, and they also have a new CD, and they're also going to be featured on Eris's Big Disc 2. They'll be out later. And we decided to pay a late-night visit to our staff. And this week we decided to pick on Sparky, so we're going to take a look at that. And we also here to tell you how you can write in for these tickets.
Sure.
Get this audience excited. And here's some great material from Joanne Fabrics. Here's Tom Stoveraeu from the morning show at KLQ. Tom.
All right. Well, this is it's a lot more fun than we've had with our pants above our ankles. So why not join us for a taping of West Michigan's first and only TV conversation and entertainment showgram. For tickets, show ideas, Correspondence in care of Grand Alley with Gregory Struss, 121 Lake Superior Hall, Grand Valley State University, in beautiful, illustrious uptown Allendale, Michigan, 49401. Or contact us through email at strussg@river.it.gbsu.edu. Either way, we want to hear from you. Now we return to the set of She's the Sheriff with Gregory Struss.
I think that's what we're going to do from now on. We're always going to have some kind of Suzanne Summers cliche in every show. But we want to thank you for tuning in, and we got some great groups coming up in the next few weeks. Domestic Problems, and if you have a group and you're out there and you need some exposure, or you have a disc, feel free to get hold of us at your convenience. Now, we're going to introduce Tom. I didn't say Tarm. See, it's this thing again. It's like chewing on my tongue again. Tom Stoveraeu from KLQ. Tom! How are you?
Great.
Okay, I need to shake your hand here. I didn't feel like I was manly enough. Did you know you have to have a clinch? Is that how you shake a hand? So how you doing? What's new? How's it going?
Well, we're going to find out right now.
I think I'm going to take it with me when we leave tonight. You're on KLQ in the morning, and I'll tell you got some big acts to follow out there. Not only do you have Howard Stern, you now have there's Eris, there's Andy. Eris has the big disc 2 coming out.
Oh, he's got a lot going on.
He's got a lot of stuff going on, and they kind of pawned you off on us tonight, didn't they? They said, "Go do that damn show, will you?"
No. They knew I'd do it.
What do you do in the morning? Now, obviously, Howard Stern is out of New York.
Right.
Do you ever have a chance during some of these commercial breaks to talk to him?
No, never directly with him. I've called the station before. I've talked to their producer, Baba Booey, Gary Del Bate. Calls, you have to just do business problems, so, you really don't talk to anybody that's too high up most of the time.
And one of the biggest, and we talked about it a lot, but one of the things when Howard Stern came into Grand Rapids, it's a pretty big, bold move, as everything at KLQ does, because they've really gotten involved in the local music scene, really into promoting new young talent, and that's different. We're starting to see some of the other, but they pretty much were the innovators.
Right, they've been doing it for.
I shouldn't say they, you.
Well, KLQ's been doing it, for the past, at least with Eris, about 8 years or so. So I mean, they've got a good foot on it, and they're going to keep on doing it more.
So one of the things when he came to town,
right,
and into the morning scene here, was that West Michigan was too conservative to support a show like Howard Stern. So obviously, do you ever get any calls?
Oh, sure. I mean,
good calls, bad calls. I mean,
both. I mean, this is the only station in Michigan with Howard Stern, so this is the first time they had to deal with it.
In Michigan at all?
In Michigan.
He's not on in Detroit?
No, not at all.
Oh my gosh.
So, you get your good calls and bad calls. You get them 24 hours a day, whether it's Howard Stern or not. But you get a lot of supporters. A lot of people call up. If they're calling, they're listening, no matter what. And but a few bad calls, but you can deal with those easily.
And what do they usually say? What was it?
Don't like what the conversation, what the topic is at this time, and then.
Do you ever say, "That's what a volume is for," or a tuner? Turn it to the right. Turn it.
I tell them that. They can call. The head honchos at the station, but what are they going to do? They don't have to listen to it.
So are you on at other parts of the day too, or
Saturdays 6 to 10 in the morning. Keep it consistent with the. It's my bedtime right now. It really is, but
it's like I get phone calls today, and you end up talking. It's like, "Hello, and I have these long conversations. I'm really sleeping on the phone. And it's like, "What are you doing?" I say, "I'm sleeping. I'm catching up." And Kara's like, "Maybe you should answer the phone." Do you ever do that? You ever just kind of reach over?
No, not really. You can have a conversation with somebody for a while.
I talk to myself quite a bit. End up answering it too. Okay, I guess we're gonna introduce our guests. They have been featured. Our next guests have been featured regularly. Can you say that?
Regularly.
Regularly.
It's like the Marlboro thing.
On Andy O'Reilly's Out of Control Saturday Night Show, and on the upcoming Eris's Big Disc 2. And if that's not enough, they'll be opening for Cheap Trick December 26th at the Orbit Room.
Yeah.
Here to perform for the very first time on our show, let's hear it for Playgrind, everybody.
I can't believe summer's almost gone. The baby child and my girlfriend. Ignore my need, don't come too much. In fact, I'm usually fast asleep. My friends say, hey, don't think it down, 'cause my mind can't give 100%. We'll find the balance, give some time, redefine ourselves, and we'll make it right. We can keep it up, from dying. We can keep it up, from dying this way. We can keep it up, from dying. We can keep it up, from dying this way. We can keep it up, from dying. We can keep it up, from dying this way. We can keep it up, from dying. We can keep it up, from dying this way.
Thanks for coming out. Playgrind. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. Yes. Doesn't that seem like a... And where are we going? We're gonna go. We're gonna go and see Spark. I feel like Nanook of the North or something. It's not that often that you get in a car and drive all the way across campus. You know, just a few blocks to go and see somebody who works on the show or who used to work on the show. And I just blew a stop sign. Okay. Now, mind you, it's only 11 o'clock at night. Do you think he'd be up?
I hope so.
Well, this is college, right? I don't know where the hell we are. We're gonna have to go out on foot here. Okay.
Are we going to get a ticket for parking here?
I don't know. We'll write it off as a business expense. Why are you throwing your garbage away this late?
Because it's like all over our kitchen floor everywhere.
Really?
Yes.
And can we take a look at what you have here?
Sure.
Would you like to explain what you have here? Can we have it? Okay, Daniel, what do you want? Bag number 1, bag number 2, bag number 3, or bag number 4? Thanks for sharing your garbage with us. All right, now we have to find where Paul lives. So what are you looking at? What are you doing up there? Hey, would you give us a tour of your place? We've never seen one of these places before.
The apartment?
Yeah. We like to see how people live. Hi. What's your...
Really messy.
It's messy?
Yeah, but you can still come in.
Okay. How many people live here?
There's 4 people that live here. These 2 are sleeping, but you can come in. They're kind of awake.
They're kind of awake?
That's Carrie and that's Tia.
Hi, Carrie. How you doing? You're on TV. That's okay. It's only 11 o'clock at night. Why would people be sleeping? For women, I would think that everything would be kind of neat.
It's usually clean, but we're going home this weekend, so we're kind of packing everything up, and everyone's going home this weekend, and we just haven't gotten around to the cleaning because it's been a tough week at school.
Are you going hunting? Are you going fishing?
Actually, I'm going to a wedding party, so...
Are they going to teach you how to clean your room or what?
I hope so.
Well, thank you, everyone. This was fun. Well, we were wondering if you know who Paul Sparky Anderson is.
Sounds familiar, can't tell you.
He drives that car right down there, okay? And he does cue cards on our show. Do you know where he might possibly live?
Nope, not off the top of my head.
Where are you coming from?
Van Andel Arena.
Really? Now, do they have a real strict hand-washing policy?
Pretty much.
Would you like to go out sometime?
Where?
Wherever you want, with the camera. These people come with me all the time. Would you like to come to my place? We'll light a fire and wash each other's hands.
No. My mother wouldn't approve.
Bring her with, too. Paul Anderson, he drives this big Chevy out here.
I don't know where he lives.
Is there any way you could call this number right here? Can we come up and see you? Because. All right, you ready? You want to say hi to Rob for a minute? They're watching a tape of the fight. Rob, he's one of your neighbors down here. I lost the tape of when we went to Holland and did this real nice thing, so we decided that in the middle of the night it'd be nice to visit our TV family.
Okay.
Well, thanks, Sparky.
You're welcome.
Just waiting for you to talk to me. What's it just got to do? And I think it's fine.
Okay, we've returned and we're talking with Mike McIntosh from Playgrind. I have to point something out. You guys came here early, as the rest of the guys and gals that work on the show, and here you have this big moving van, and we really appreciate you coming out because this is a tremendous task to get set up and to come out and perform and do a real great job. We appreciate you coming out. Now, one of the things that I find interesting, and I'm not, I guess there's like stereotypes with rock people, with musicians, right? That they're either flighty, flaky. Do you ever run into that at all? And here, and I don't see that. I don't see that from the performers who've been coming out here. Everybody seems really organized and into what they're doing, and
We've been doing it a while.
well, what's the secret of longevity? Because you guys have been together for 3 years, and we hear so much about how bands are always breaking up.
I'd say number one, you have to know how to fight constructively, at least, fight well, I guess, and compromise with each other. We've gone through long stints or whatever, and we just compromise, or somebody will blow up and we forget about it. It's always the task on hand. Move on, move forward.
So what if you do argue, or when you argue, what is it usually about? Because we hear so much, if you're looking at if you can talk about it, because a lot of times when you're in the creative industry, there's a lot of ego.
Yeah. Well, being in a band is a lot like being married, so it's kind of like you have moments where people just completely PMS, and there's not even any basis to what we're arguing about at all. And then there's also legitimate arguments that we have. We definitely argue a lot about the music, but I think it's good. It's healthy to argue about the music. Sometimes we'll spend a month or more just working on one song, determining whether or not we're going to put something here or something there.
How does it come together? Do you just sit around someday? You're like, okay, we're going to get together, have coffee tonight at 6, and we're going to belt out this.
How does a baby become an adult?
I'm trying to figure out in my own life. I don't know. What is the creative process for you guys? What's that like? Do you just walk in with a theme and all of a sudden play charades, or what?
Break open the beers and the Jaeger. It differs, sometimes one of us will just come in with an idea and we hash it out, or there's, several ideas come together. It's always a group effort, definitely. Everything we do is a group effort at all times. Whether it's the music or the promotion of the band or everything, it's always, 5 guys working together to try and do it, because if it weren't, we couldn't exist.
It's a team sport,
yeah.
Is what you're saying. One of the things that makes you different, obviously, is the fact that not only do you have a CD out, it's very well produced.
2 CDs.
You have 2 CDs. Is this the new?
That's the latest.
This is the latest one.
Yep.
What, besides having such great music and very organized act, what else makes you guys different? What do you feel makes you different as a performer and as a unit?
Well, one thing that makes us different is that we've been able to stay together for 3 years. Not many bands can do that. I'd say, we never try and imitate, and maybe a lot of bands say that or whatever, but we take, like, as far as the music, we just take all of our influences and throw them into a melting pot, and whatever comes out is what Playgrind is. And sometimes even, on our albums, there'll be a song or two that maybe are disjointed from the rest, but it's because of that. It's because we do that. It's the melting pot of all of our influences, and we don't try and be anybody else. We just try and do our thing, and if it makes us $1 million, great. If it makes us bums, great.
That's a good outlook to have.
Yeah, that's the only way to keep your noggin on.
And KLQ has been great. I know
Yeah,
Andy's been real good. Eris has been good. What do you find to be the hardest thing working your way up into big shows? Because do you consider, you're going to be opening up for Cheap Trick in December 26th, I believe.
Yeah,
That's right, at the
Christmas.
Orbit Room.
Yep.
Are you kind of nervous about that? Is this a big moment for you?
Well, I mean, it is to some degree. It's always a big moment, but it's always a big moment whenever we play for anybody. I mean, and we're always nervous to some degree, even though we do it all the time. We just, keep on doing what we're doing, writing new songs, and we'll play it. And we've had a lot of other big moments. Actually, KLQ was responsible for a big show we did at Summer Stock with Great White, and several other opening acts too.
And Tom is really getting into the music scene too. I said, "What are you going to be doing for your? What are you going to be doing for your show?" You're going to be playing Playgrind.
Besides playing Playgrind.
Besides playing.
Put you on the spot.
My show. Well, don't play any music during my show. There's not much I can do, really. I just help out wherever I can.
Okay, that's good.
Wow.
You do your thing. You got to do your thing.
We're all part of the team.
What do you want to do a year from now? Where would you like to be? We see Verve Pipe has gone from local prominence, and they're kind of working their way into the national scene. And from what I understand, they have a video playing, one of their songs playing on MTV.
Well, I know that a half a year from now, I'd like to be recording another album. That's what we're planning on doing. And beyond that point, we'll take it when the time comes. We're going to continue to do big shows as much as possible, and TV shows as much as possible.
Will you do us next time when you get your second disc out here?
Oh yes, definitely.
What are we going to do, Ken? Are we going away? Or are we going to?
Playgrind's going to play us out.
They're going to play us out. All right.
Right now.
Do we leave us right now? Do we leave now, or are we?
Yeah, we'll say our goodbye.
We'll say our goodbyes. This is Greg Struss. I want to thank you guys. Let's hear Playgrind for coming out. They did a great job. Tom, you can listen to KLQ Mornings, Howard Stern Show, 94.5. This is Greg Struss. We'll see you next week. Let's take it away with...
Stupid lies and fill space, but never motivation after love. Don't talk about the law that will shut you out. Since honest would be better. Look at little stamp to write me a letter.
Well, I guess we get to say goodbye one more time. You're going to be playing at the Orbit Room December 26th. When do tickets go on sale for that?
I believe they may already be on sale.
And do you know how much? What were we talking like?
I don't have any idea.
So great sound. Great to see you guys again. We saw you down at KLQ. And what are you going to end us with? What are you going to end with? What are you going to end with? You got another one planned, don't you? Can we squeeze one more out of you? Let's do it. Okay.
Yeah.
One off the big disc. All right. We'll see you next week. How did that happen?